All right, we're on. So we'll jump straight to the first question. What does the writer have to say about how race is connected to class? All right. So for that, like the first, as I was reading the note, the first paragraph. Correct me if I'm wrong. It says so. Race is how it's connected. How race connected to class? How are they connected to class? Okay, firstly, the difference between them is race is the different nationalities, and class is for the black. They are in different like levels. Like that's what they count that as classes. Like they have low class level blacks and middle class, and then. So, do you think how they are connected? Is it still counted as like racism?
I don't know, but like I wanna add on like um class. They they see it as like their standard of living. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
like that. So I think like how they are connected. Like mainly they I mean they see black people as from the lower class or the middle class, and they see like white people as like the high class or like
Yeah. So what I was thinking is that like it's not a like classes. It's not like a racism between nationalities, but it's like a racism between the races. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but
just within the black
yeah, within the
or
black. Yeah, within the black.
oh
Because class is what differentiate them. Some middle class which can like those are the ones that like go to school, have a good job, have a nice house, are wealthy, and there are the ones that are low class, the poor ones. So do you think what connects them is it still counted as racism? I don't know. You smart and Modesta, you know.
no, but I don't know. But what do you think like about what you mentioned?
Like how they are connected to each other, race and classes.
Hmm?
Hmm. What does the writer have to say about how race is connected to class? Like there's still racism in there. Like that's how they connected to each other because, like I've explained before, race. So, like race is just the different nationalities, but in class, even though it's among blacks, it still differentiate them from one another. Like from the poor and the wealthy. So yeah, maybe that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. like some like he mentioned like sometimes like black people are being referred to as sometimes they're like black and sometimes not black enough or like really black or something like that. I remember like in the story he tells like one time the white professor like told him he wasn't really black because he wasn't like really disadvantaged like that.
Yeah, yeah, because he was more educated. Like he was in school, he was smart. So I think that's why he said you're not really black because I think most of the white people they consider black people as like poor, no educated, non-educated, not smart. And when that black person was because he was in the team for debate.
Debate,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he was smart. So that's why he considered him as not black, but kind of like white because he was smart and he was in school.
Yeah,
So
and I think by that it shows how. Oh, I think if we discuss it, we're moving on to the next question.
okay, okay. What difficulties are there with being both black and middle class? Or you wanna answer that or
You can go first.
okay? What difficulties are there with being both black and middle class? I mean, when you're black and you're in the middle class, sometimes the black people they don't consider you black because because you're wealthy and you're well educated. But and
White,
that
they don't
and that's
consider
hard.
you like.
Yeah, and that's hard because you yourself you're black, but and then when you're in the middle class also the white people consider you as white and not black because you're educated. So there are the difficulty in there is that sometimes you will be challenged. Your according like your race will be challenged. What difficulties are there being both me? Oh dear, with being both black and middle class. Yeah, so like you're standing in the middle, eh? Because the black don't consider you black and the white consider you white, but you're not white, you're black. That is the difficulty.
Yeah, that is true.
Anything else, Modester?
I agree with what you said.
Thank you, thank you. That makes it much more better and easier.
That is true.
All right.
Um, what expectations do white and or blacks have about black people?
Hmm.
I think like from the example I mentioned for question one, like when the professor um told him that he's not really black because he wasn't disadvantaged, it
Mm.
shows how they, I mean, because he's a white, so I think it shows how white people, or most of them, how they view black people as disadvantaged. Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying. Like, how white people view black people is that they view them as like they can achieve anything. More like they're nothing. Like,
yeah,
because when he was smart and he was in the debate team, the professor said that he was not black, he was white because of his, I don't know, with his knowledge. So that just shows that if you're smart, you're white. If you're not, then you're black. You're real black. So that's how white people in this article view black people. And for black people, because since he was wealthy and he was like middle class, the black people consider him as white. So I think what the black people view themselves as, they don't really have that high hopes that they think that they have the potentials of achieving things or becoming smart. So they like look down on themselves. They think they'll just remain on a low level all the time. And if you move to the middle class, you're not considered black.
that is true.
So they like look at, yeah, that's what I think.
And I would like to add on, he mentions another story where another black student compliments his English. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the black student say he spoke proper English, and like he doesn't really wanna like talk proper English because the black student said like, I think if he talks like that, then
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would it because like open code, he said, because then I wouldn't be black no more, like that. That is what the black students say. So it shows also how black they view um, how they view them, like those people in the middle class and them, especially him who have like a good education. I mean, do you get what I'm trying
Yeah,
to?
yeah, yeah. I get what you say. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I think your mic is on mute again.
A mic. How about now?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I get what you said. They don't view themselves as they don't look at themselves as that they are kind of people that they have the potential of achieving things. They they see themselves as they're black, and they have to remain on the lower class. If you remain
Yeah.
on the lower class, you're black. If you move up to the middle class, then you're not black. So it's like yeah, they don't have any hope at all for themselves of achieving something bigger. That's what I think.
And also, like, lastly, like in the first paragraph of that article,
Mm-hmm.
the last question it says, the last sentence, it's a question and it says, what
What
is
is it?
a black man with a PhD? And the answer is a nigger. Like, did you see? You
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
I'm looking at it right now.
so it's like it shows how like they view black people too. Like even though they have qualifications or like that, like it can be overlooked and they can be seen as like black. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
It's an interesting article.
that is true.
So, as always, give quotation from the text with XP for your answers. Okay, okay, I'll add that in. Yeah, I think that is
Discussion.
our questions. I'll turn this off. You have anything else to add?
No.
No.